Check, 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 check.
Check, check, check.
Is my
Check,
1,
check.
2,
Check,
3
check,
getting any
check,
better?
check, check.
I mean, it's there.
All right. Are you guys ready to go live for the warm up?
Yep. Crap.
Joel, language. We're going live.
Freaking crap.
What are the kids gonna think?
Day. Change.
What's up?
Are you tweaking your camera, Joel? What are you doing?
No, I don't. Just trying to freaking Dropbox. Just trying to get the last couple shots. Adam in here. I have them on my laptop, but I don't know why they're not showing up on my PC in the folder.
FX shots?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. Update. Make sure the
Sorry.
speed set to low.
I already sent Jeremiah photos of this, but on the way home from work today, the rubber seal on the side of my windshield on the Civic came loose again. It was flapping against the window all the way home. It's like, no, enough of that. I have the little tube of caulking. I just got my knife out when I got home, got a flashlight. Spent about 15 minutes scraping that clay stuff that I filled the gap next to the windshield with, which worked really well until I started messing with it. But it was like all in that gap where the rubber piece is supposed to go. It took at least 15 minutes to get all that stuff out. And then I just filled the entire side of the windshield gap, not entire because I didn't have enough caulking, but like as much of it as possible with the black caulking. And this board's on top of it, holding it down to clamp it, and it looks like it's going to hold it all together.
Sweet.
It's just one of those things where it's not worth it for me to spend either $100 in parts and figure out how to take my entire windshield out of the car to fix, or pay someone like $300 to fix the little corner seal of the windshield when it's not leaking. It's just hanging loose. So I think for once I'm justified in a redneck repair, because I just don't think it's worth hundreds of dollars when it's not actually leaking to fix it. Which is why I hadn't fixed it years ago when it first started coming loose. Maybe the next owner will disagree. We'll see. Or actually, I won't see, I guess.
I have a feeling like you're the type of person, as soon as that car rolls out of the driveway to its new home, you're like burning all the pictures in a barrel in the yard. Like, well, you're dead to me. I hope I never see you again. Bye, car. You've been great.
I found
As
a photo.
soon as he hands you money, you hop into your other car. See ya!
Smoke screen.
Yeah.
I actually, to go through some old photos, Jeremiah, I found a photo from 2009, like a month after I bought the car. I had just washed it. It was like in the driveway, like with the sun setting. I like took a photo of it. It was so clean. Felt so new. Still looked like a very old Civic, but it was so clean. Man, yeah, it was like just a year and that interior started falling apart. And then I just got angry.
After the podcast, I'm planning to put the last couple of visual effects in.
Ooh.
Norman. I just
so,
got.
so what you're saying is we're keeping you from doing that?
Yeah.
All right,
There's-
good to know.
I just got the last 14 shots. Like, all 14. So, and I can't wait. I just want to put in the timeline so I can check to make sure they're 100% accurate, they work, they're good. Because there's only one clip that he needs to re-render because it's a little bit fuzzy or a little bit extra blurry, but literally could be just one shot left. Gosh.
So what I'm hearing is Norman is not, in fact, vaporware. It's real, folks.
Calling it
The wa-
vaporware probably hurts Joel a little bit on the inside.
E-juice wear. There we go.
Or not until I said something, maybe.
Tonight, because I just don't see the foreseeable future where I'm going to be able to, like, work on the sound stuff for the next radio drama. I do have it all written. I think I'm just going to do it live. The short. if you guys don't mind.
Right. That's fine.
I know it sucks not doing that, but I'm like, I just don't know the next time because I have 14 more videos I got to do for my brother because each one earns me money to keep Jonah working on sound. So it's like I've been doing that every time I get home,
doing
so.
for your brother Jeremiah?
Yeah. I'm doing videos for Jeremiah, which in turn he's paying me, which goes to Jonah to keep him working on Norman.
What type of work are you doing?
He owns a business called Stone Blue Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
And he sells like FPV stuff, so like planes and.
Are you
all
telling the
sorts of stuff.
podcast or are you telling me?
Kind of both.
Okay, I was like,
I don't know.
you know, I've
Since
gone to
we're
like his
live,
shop.
might as well just
Gotcha.
make it
Okay.
sound
I was
like
gonna say, you know, I've gone to his shop. Like you wrote me
Yeah,
fixing
I'm
his
sorry.
computer there. Like, so I'm
I thought
pretty
you were gonna
aware.
catch on. Like I was just telling you. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. That's honestly that's my fault. That's my fault.
Anyways,
You're doing the right
no,
thing.
sorry, you're good. Anyways, he sells all sorts of planes. He's been doing that for probably like 7 years now. But yeah, I mean, he knows everything about that stuff. But he has a YouTube channel. I think it's just Stone Blue Airlines on YouTube. But he talks about planes that you're selling, how to upgrade them, how to all sorts of stuff. So he's just been doing that usually on his like phone or kind of a crappy camera and stuff. So I've been doing that and recording it nicely and editing for him. So we filmed on a Saturday morning like 15 or 16 of back to back. So I'm just trying to get 2 or 3 of them done a week
Nice.
for him. So, which pretty much gives him, I think he tries to at least 1 or 2 a week. So I'm essentially giving him a couple months that he doesn't have to do it himself. So, which is awesome. I mean, he's helping me out by paying Jonah, and I'm helping him out because he'll have better looking videos. So,
Nice.
I'm just so tired of working on that. I'm like, I really want to do the sound stuff for the audio thing, but I'm like, I don't know the next time I have. And by the time, no one's gonna remember this story, so I might not even do it. So, but I've written the 3rd part. It exists. It's real.
Someone asked on the Q&A video, someone asked like, how do you manage your time with your job and your hobbies and YouTube and all that stuff? And I started to write a couple answers, but like I was tempted to just write poorly.
I mean, yeah.
Usually the first 20 minutes after you get home, you sit in a corner and scream at the wall thinking, why? And then, after you get over that, you have a little drink. Find out what you're going to do today.
I feel like there's this misconception, because whenever if people ask me about the movie or whatever project, because again, you guys know me, I tend to work on a bunch of projects that are just kind of random and like.
Well, you tend to be like, I'm super busy on Norman. I can't do anything with Norman. I made a board game, all of the rules and 500 cards. Like when you get an idea in your head of something you really want to do, like you're like, or I could not sleep and do this all of a sudden.
It's funny, and it'll be out before Norman's done, but it's another little side project that me and my brother are working on. I don't want to tell the name of it yet until it's all ready, but we're working on kind of a film teaching site. Like I've always wanted to like help teach some people some stuff about filmmaking, stuff that I've learned. But it's funny, like it's interesting, like you were saying, like a question that seems to be asked a lot that I always try to address that I think is a misconception is that when people go like, how do you have time for that? That making time for something means it's going to be like you can only do something when you have the right amount of time for it. It doesn't always mean that. It means you probably have the wrong amount of time for it, but you're still willing to do it because all of a sudden the good amount of time or the relaxing time you have is all gone. It's like people kind of assume like, oh, well, okay, I gotta like reorganize my life so that I have a good couple set of hours each day to work on something. You might not ever have that. You might only have 15 or 20 minutes on it, but you can still whittle away at it and get it done. It just, it's like it can kind of be really painful at times to keep working on something when everything in you just wants to not do that and just relax and just like not think about that anymore.
Well, I think what's that popular saying? Like people, they overestimate how much they can get done in a year and they underestimate how much they can get done in a decade. Like for a lot of people, it's the staying power. It's the, I'm just going to stick and keep doing this every single week. Not necessarily every day, but every single week until it's done. I'm going to get a little bit of progress done. I think that's the type of thing that a lot of people just can't hang with it that long. And
yeah,
I mean,
and it's like, I love to motivate people in the sense of working on something or a project they have that they just want to try and they just don't feel like they have the time and I always think like, it's like 15 minutes a day or 10 minutes. Like everybody has 15 minutes at some point. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, even if you do that, what's exciting is if you keep consistent at that, even for a week, that's a decent amount of time that you've worked on whatever it is. But it's like I think people have this hard time grasping the idea that you can't get anything done in 15 minutes, or you need to have 2 or 3 hours set aside at a perfect moment when people aren't, badgering you or talking. It's like, no, you might not ever have that. But if you can kind of push through that, sometimes time will kind of open up for yourself. Like by doing it, it kind of motivates you to keep on going. So, but it's like that starting it can be such a huge battle, because you just go like, this is impossible. This will never get done. I remember working on Norman at the very start. We had shot, I think, 7 days, and looking at the footage that it had, one day we shot, the first day, literally we got nothing done. It was just most of like, let's just see what we're going to do, because it was like, I don't think we're going to figure out anything the first day, because it was a lot of new equipment and everything. Man, by day 7, I was like, I feel like I have nothing. I feel like I got nothing done. Like there was maybe like a scene and a half done. I was like, this is ridiculous. But then like all of a sudden, like it feels like you just woke up and 23 days were done. And you're like, wait, I've got like 20 minutes of the movie done or something like that. I'm like, holy crap, okay. And then all of a sudden 35 days are there. I'm like, whoa, I've got 45 minutes of the movie done. It's kind of crazy. And it's just like, even like with Jonah working on sound, is now week 4, almost at the end of week 4. And it's like, it feels like just it's scratched the surface. And then all of a sudden the last 2 days, he's kind of like plowed through like 2 more scenes. It's like, okay, we've got like 25 minutes done. Ooh, okay, holy crap. We're getting
awesome.
there. It's just, yeah, but it's really sometimes it's such a huge mind game.
I think really building Fallout Settlements is the same way. Like it's just this large important task, and you're like, how am I ever going to get all this incredible work done? But you just start at it, and you just get in there, and you make sure you work on it a little bit every day.
Dave, you need to make a motivational Fallout Settlement build.
Joel, I want you to start making stuff like Ty Lopez is. I was here in my garage, got my Lamborghini. I'm a scam artist, and I want to tell you how reading 2 minutes a day can totally change your life if you subscribe to my program. Go on YouTube real quick. Look up Ty Lopez. I don't even know if you'll be able to like Ty Lopez.
Is Ty Lopez from like Saved by the Bell?
I'm not the right person to answer that.
Or like 90210? What? Wait, I have seen this guy before.
Yeah, you have.
I think Bethany showed me, or somebody, they just showed me and I was like, yeah, this guy like literally for 25 minutes walking through his house, like, you see how I got all these things? And I was just like, yeah, we get it. You got lots of money. Yeah, we get it. Really helps me out.
Well, I like it because he's like supposedly some huge guru, and every time he talks, it sounds like he just woke up and somebody handed him a script. He's like, I'm just standing here in my car. I'm not comfortable looking at the camera because I'm a scam artist. And I've got this Lamborghini. It's not even mine. I stabbed somebody and took it. And anyway, I just want to talk to you about your maximum potential. I Googled some stuff earlier. It sounded pretty good. We're just gonna, just gonna talk about that, and it's just like 5 minutes long of like, oh my goodness.
Jeremiah, he probably sounds nervous like that because the only way for a YouTuber to get a Lamborghini is they actually have to kill another YouTuber and take it from them. It's the iron way of YouTube.
The iron price.
But when it comes to like car YouTubers, it's more like that's how you get a GTR. The Nissan GTR is the car of I still live in my mom's house. I have 500,000 subscribers. I don't know what saving for retirement is, and I somehow think this super fast Altima is going to make my life better. $80,000 down the drain.
I haven't heard anything from James.
I just got a text from him.
I did? Okay.
He passed out on the couch at about 7:40, so I sent him another text back, told him what we're up to. Figured we'd give him a minute or two.
I sent a message. I was like, "Hey, friendly reminder about podcasts," and then I said, "In case sleep took you, or the sweet release of death."
What a great friend, Joel.
Joel, what if that was the last text you ever sent him?
I know.
He
sometimes
died?
I think about that. Sometimes I think about that even when I'm messaging like Joy. Like not that I send her messages like that all the time, but just even a joke. I like sometimes I'll think that I'm like, I'm just gonna say love you, just in case.
Hey babe, I took this incredible poop. Love you.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case. I mean, you just don't, you just don't know.
Oh man.
Have you guys you guys have seen the show Nathan For You?
Oh yes.
Okay, one of the
Oh,
episodes that I'm like, I 100% agree with it. I was dying laughing because I was like, dude, this would actually be the thing that would motivate people. What it was is how to get motivated or how to lose weight, or right? And it was
yes, I remember this.
What it is David. Let's say you have to lose, I don't know, 10 pounds in 3 months or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to really seriously motivate you. This is like genius. It was, you have to reveal some of your deepest, darkest secrets, okay? You put them in an envelope, and basically, like, you give them, I think they get put to the post office or whatever, something that you can't get back again. They will release to, like, I don't know, like one of your loved ones or somewhere, like a pastor or something like that. And so if you don't lose the weight and you go there and you weigh in, it will not unlock that, and they will deliver it. And so, dude, one of them, oh my gosh, one of them, this lady, her boss was Jewish, and her envelope, it was just like horrible slurs.
Stuff.
And yeah, dude, so oh my gosh, I'm dying. So she didn't lose the weight, and the guy's like, well, he's gonna have to open it. So the guy's like, she walks over there, hands him the letter, and the guy's like, what's this? He's like, just know this is not all me, like this is to lose weight. And the guy's like, okay. He opens it, and it's just I mean, I think it's a picture, but it is horrible. And he's just sitting there going, okay, and he just gets really serious, and she's trying to back out, no, this is all for losing weight and everything. And then at the end he's kind of like, okay, well, I see. Oh, but it was so awesome, and I was like, oh my gosh. One was this guy took a photo of him inside this giant hot dog costume, but just completely naked, and then I think it got sent out to all of his family. But the guy was so funny. He's like, yeah, probably if I took a photo in this hot dog thing, that would probably ruin me. And it's like, okay. That strips out naked, takes a photo in the hot dog thing. I was like, man, I don't need to try that. That sounds awesome. It's like,
want to become a thing specifically?
No. No, just the idea in general. How, if you did that, could you motivate yourself to become literally a master at something? 1 year, a master at violin. Oh gosh, I gotta become really good. Oh man,
That's how violins work.
Sure do. That show's so awesome. Because that show is literally what I would love to be able to do if I had money.
Black
100%
Mirror
I'd be doing that.
or Nathan For You. Which one would you rather do, Joel?
Well, I was telling one of my friends at work that I want to do a lemonade stand. I want to do a lemonade stand, but I'm trying to think. I want to do something that's funny, where it's
keep going, like a actual short film, or you just want a lemonade
I just
stand?
actually want to sell lemonade, but I want to give away lemonade for free, or cold drinks or something like that out in a really super hot day or something like that. But the only way for you to get a free drink is you got to actually make me laugh or something just something stupid, something dumb like that, where it's just all right, it's oh, a nice free beverage, you got to make me laugh, sir, and then just to see who would do it if they could actually do something funny, and then I would just try not to laugh, and then be like, can I have a drink? No. They walk away dang it. What was this free lemonade? Make me laugh.
Out of context, there's a lot of words that just didn't make a whole lot of sense together. Just if someone just caught the end of that, wait, what are we talking about?
We're talking about Joel's lemonade stand, James.
Notice how euphemism for Joel peeing in his mouth.
James, your camera looks really good. White balance is a little screwy, but the video quality looks great.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Skype's just no, let me help. You want it to look like this, don't you?
No, it's a little blown out. Contrast looks like it's screwy. Oh, that's not going in the right direction. All right, I'll just you let me know when you're done doing that. James, how you doing? I thought you might have fallen asleep.
What? Yeah, I don't know what's with Skype and these camera settings. Like, it's different every time I launch the program. Went to all this trouble to have like some pretty good lighting in here for using the webcam, and Skype's like, I think you want low light correction. I think you want all of it.
All right, I'll stop tire shopping for now.
Oh, that's why I got quiet. Okay.
It's not my responsibility to
Host the podcast host?
All right. All right. Now I'm the main host.
I mean, until I change my mind again. That's...
Hey, your head feels kind of... Go to sleep.
I think it applies to James, too. All right, James, go sleep. Go bed.
Hey, hun.
You look tired. Go bed.
All right, you guys about ready?
Let's do it.
Oh, dang it. As soon as I say that, the yawns are just like, no, this is our chance. Get them out.
I've had so much coffee today because I made the most garbage pot of watery coffee this morning. I mean, it was,
I don't know how you guys feel about John's Americano coffees, but I've gotten 2 from Starbucks this week, which goes against how I feel about a lot of things like Starbucks, but they are
But
tasty.
It's so close. It's so close, Jeremiah. It's just right there.
All right. I'm getting set. Oh, James. Look at the chair. Chair twins. No, it's black. Yeah, it's the same chair. I took it's good. I'll be honest. My other chair might be my favorite chair of all time that I've owned for any, like, it's the only chair I could just sit in for hours and never think about the fact that I was sitting in the chair. Like these headphones, they're the only headphones I can wear for hours and not think about the fact that I'm wearing headphones. But I got a footrest. It's one of the angled ones that like tilts your feet back. Oh, it makes such a big difference. I'm turning into an old man. It has massagey things on it, like you just rub your feet back and forth and it just rubs them for you. Ooh. Oh, Joel.
Yes.
After you gave me those excellent neck rubs the other day, I found...
Oh, is there a story there?
Yeah, it's fine. I found the knot, the last remaining knot in my shoulder. It's this one little area, and you push on it, and it hurts bad. We were working out the other day. That's like in a good way, though. I mean, it's got lactic acid buildup. I had John, like, put his elbow on it and work it hard for a minute, and I've had Hope take a look at it, and I've been rubbing it throughout the day. And like it's getting better. Like my shoulder is
That's
almost
awesome.
entirely better, but I've just found this like one tiny little spot. So next time you're getting in there,
Just let me know, man.
I'll just redirect you.
Point me to the location.
You know my spots.
I do. I do.
Oh yeah, sure, sure, James. Why don't
gonna
you
be
just...
silent with this part?
I think
Actually, can you re-record like I did?
I think our Oh yeah, James, you just want to be on the entire warm up? You just chip in whenever you feel like it. I thought our rule was like if you have to come in late, you just start recording, then you hop in. I thought it was like the unspoken. I like rules. All right,
Jeremiah likes rules like I like walls.
Wait, what?
What does that mean?
I've been going through all the Fallout comments.
Oh, all right.
The only one you ever looked at a Fallout video was calling me out for my love of all things wall related.
I was saying this isn't the MAGA cast here. I'm trying to decide which of the neckbeardy comments I'm going to use for my comment of the week.
Yeah, this is all you this week. You got this.
Oh, there's so many good ones.
So many morsels.
You'll appreciate this later, Jeremiah.
Thanks, James. All right, let me just
appreciates it now.
Let me just paste a couple. Let me just paste a couple of these bad boys in there so I don't forget them later. You just squeaked.
So no.
All right.
Everyone check your feet for mice.
Oh, I'm not going to read this one on air. This is maybe my favorite one of the comments I got. Just a comment that says, "What happened to you, man?" And I replied, I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "It's been a while since I saw your face. You look a little bit different." I'm like, "What do you mean?
Car accident.
Do you not believe I'm real if my face isn't on camera?" Like,
Maybe
I
your
can't
face has
just do
changed so much.
yeah.
What happened? What happened?
All right.
I get what happened to your face a lot too.
Just hand them a calendar and just start ripping month pages out of it. Like, this is what happened. Or just start ripping pages out of the calendar while dropping pictures of your kids on top of it. Be like, this is what happened. I'm so gray.
Or you just rip a sick cloud instead.
All right. It's time to start the
Speaking
podcast.
of
Joel,
ripping-
you got that timer thing?
Yep.
All right.
Good to go.
Dang it, Yods.
Oh my.
Oh, last thing before we go. Joel, I can definitely see the appeal of a MacBook Air. I think I'm going to set up that Dell laptop as like a desktop. Like, I'm just going to stick it under the desk and set up a keyboard and a mouse. And I'm just going to tote what I've affectionately named Beast. I'm going to be toting Beast around to meetings. But I was like, because I was toting my ThinkPad around, which is super light. It's a little bit thicker than your Air, but it's a little bit lighter. Like, it's super nice to carry around. Like, it feels like you're carrying a file folder. It's so light. And I was like, man, if I had a MacBook Air for this, that would pretty much perfectly serve that job, because it's literally just taking notes in meetings, looking up stuff on the internet, like Slack, Skype. It's communication.
Egger
that's all
got
it's
the
for.
super tiny one.
The new
was
MacBooks are even smaller.
The MacBook Pro. Yeah, he got the MacBook Pro.
No. Oh, I guess before that he had the 11-inch, I think, MacBook Air.
Oh,
He's-
yeah,
have you seen the new
He had that thing for like
MacBooks?
3 years.
The 12-inch MacBook that runs the Core M processor.
They're tiny.
They're tiny, but I wouldn't want one that had such a pitiful processor in case I need to do something with it. Like, I don't want a glorified mobile processor. I want to like.
They're really cool, but I would love to get one, but I'm waiting on the power to
But the
be a
thing
little
is,
bit faster.
as thin as the MacBook Pro is, like, there's not that much of a difference
Yeah, I know.
anymore in power. It's like, oh man, but I totally saved 8 ounces and 2/16 of an inch of
Hey,
space.
that's kind of
It's
like buying graphics cards.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah,
Dave's
really.
15%
I
faster.
got like 3%
20
performance increase.
That's processors. Graphics cards, if you
Yeah,
upgrade right, are like
15%. 15%.
graphics cards are like 25%.
No, they're
25%
not. Every year, no. 25% if you wait a
in
couple years.
benchmarks, not 25% in
All right,
real
Dave.
game
I
experiences.
guess these guys don't know. You
Yeah.
and I wouldn't know.
Dave, back us up. You know it's
It's
true.
usually 15 to 20%. The last gen was around 25%.
But we're
What-
talking about
and
what you
the
actually
six-
see in a game.
Yes.
Not what they do in the
Yes.
benchmarks. Whatever.
Still, that's about the same.
Yeah,
so
you know,
it's 25%
You know that
lighter.
Dave had a 980 Ti and went to a 1080, so like he would know, and that's not even a comparable jump generation to generation. That's jumping from the highest end card to
And
the
Dave
Dave
is running at 1440p. How much of a difference can you see between 980 and 1080 at 1440?
Geralt's beard
no,
has
no,
never looked better.
Whatever.
Whew.
No.
We'll stop
The
making those
MacBook
sounds
Air
now.
is 2.96 pounds. Let's see. What is the new MacBook Pro? I mean, it's ridiculously thin now. I mean, I'm not arguing that. The 13
arguing.
inch
Yeah,
one
13 inch, right?
is whatever the freaking heck. Wait, there's 3.02
3.02 pounds. So I mean, you know, it's essentially the same. Oh, I see they're up to a 2560 by 1600 screen. That's nice. Oh no, that's never mind. That's the Pro.
Yeah, that's-
Sorry, I thought that
actually
was the Air. I thought that was the Air for a second. Well, with that, you might as well just get the Pro then. The 13
Yeah.
inch isn't that much more expensive.
Yeah, I do. I really do want that. I'd love to try that new little slider thing and everything. Especially now that I've been using Adobe Premiere more often.
I don't know if Premiere even has released stuff for the touchpad or the touch
Really?
bar.
I saw
Photoshop
I don't know if
has.
it's an update. I thought I saw an article talking about how there was like a patch for it, at least in the last Adobe thing, but I don't know.
I think Photoshop's the only program that's really
Well,
used it.
James, I've been issued my work MacBook Pro. It is a 2012 MacBook Pro. It's the 101 model. It's actually very popular still online because it was the last one to have replaceable memory and hard drives. And it has USB 3 ports, FireWire, DisplayPort, power, Ethernet, SD. Like it has all of the ports still. So it's 4 pounds and it's an inch thick. So it's not the thinnest, not the lightest. 1280 by 800 screen, not the best there. And the battery's on the way out. But it has a clean OS install, which feels real crisp.
I'm shopping at work, and I'm debating between going with like an iMac with the 4 gigahertz processor, and then just getting like the cheapest MacBook Air I can get, or doing a really beefed up MacBook Pro and buying a 4K monitor to go with it.
I would get the little Air to carry around and get the regular iMac, because the MacBook Pro, if you do heavy video editing, the fans, like it's going to be hot and the fans are going to be really, really loud. Like if you need
Well, I had it with the
heavy
MacBook Pro now, and I mean they do get loud, but
Okay. Oh, if you're okay
it's
with
been
that now,
generally
then,
fine.
Okay, then you
And this is
probably
the 2015 version that I'm talking about. The 2016 is what I'm looking at.
Man, you upgrade every year at work?
When you change positions, you do.
Oh, that's true. Okay, you guys ready to go live?
Let's do it.
All right, Joel, ready with the timer?
Ready.
All right, start it on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, welcome back to Dave's giant head and Jeremiah's smaller one right next to it.
Not again.
I don't have any control over it at Skype.
At least the cameras are nicer this time.
That's true. Although your face is going to be getting cut off every time you look to the left again. Yep, your face is going right into the bottom of the camera. Like if you look at the stream. It's okay. I'm just going to crop the video down, stick us in the middle. It'll be weird.
Cool. I don't know what any of that means. I'm gonna look and see. I can't picture this in my head at all.
Looks like you're leaning over to give little me a kiss on the top of the head.
Oh, the thumbnail in the corner. That's right. All right. Let's see if my tired brain can process which way the camera needs to go more towards the corner. Right?
Which corner?
The corner of the room.
There are corners and 4 corners.
Shut up.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just saying which corner.
Oh, that's right. It's attached to the arm, not the screen. I just rotated my screen like 15 degrees and the camera wasn't moving. How's that?
That's good.
Cool. Why is this episode called Boost Mode?
PS4 boost mode. That's one of our big news items. Come on, Dave. That's one of the most significant pieces of
what's the Trump face that
that's one of the most significant pieces of gaming news this week. One of.
for you? Maybe the 40 calories in this coconut water can get me through the podcast. Jam-packed with naturally occurring electrolytes. Hydrate and feel great.
Guessing there's no actual radio drama with Joel this week.
No, there is not.
Probably not. I'm getting that same weird. Okay, so I was having the interference on the signal, like I was having during the tech podcast recording last week.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just a few seconds ago dropped by another 10 dB. So now it's very, very quiet. I don't know. I wonder if it's some program causing a buzzing or something.
That'd be weird.
I should start slowly maximizing Windows till I find something.
Speaking of buzzing, the Civic is making that hum on the interstate.
Mm-hmm.
It's very consistent. I can't figure out if it's the engine.
Was it? I thought it was a whine before. Would you describe it more as a hum?
I think it's more of a hum.
All right.
But it's like, I want to say it's the tires because it matches my speed. It gets louder and more even the faster I go. But it's
There's a
not
good
coming
chance
from the
that's it.
tayres.
Yeah, there's
I
a
don't
good
think it's
chance that's it. You don't think
Oh.
it's that?
It sounds like it's coming from the engine compartment though.
I mean,
But that could just be my
is it changing with
imagination.
speed or is it changing with RPM?
Changing with speed only. So that makes me think tires.
It could be. No, it could be something on the transmission. Your
Perfect.
axles will slowly. Your axles could get. They just get faster as your speed increases. They don't really have anything to do with the speed of the engine. There's other parts in your transmission, it could be just a bearing or something starting to whine.
Maybe we are going to be blowing this car up. Checking my recording. Everything looking good here. How's my volume? Am I good?
Maybe something fine to me.
Okay. Backup's looking good. I'm ready for some news. How about you?
Yeah,
Really?
As soon as you say that, I always start yawning. As soon as we're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do it."
Time for the news in this podcast.
I don't know what it is. Just give me a minute, because I'm not gonna assume that just because I said "Oh yeah, I'm good to go," I'm not gonna assume that I'm not gonna
I'm
yawn
getting-
3 more times.
Getting soup then. This is happening. Pretty some of this for lunch tomorrow. It's delicious. The squash and onion and chicken soup. For you. Also, I need this warmth. Seeing the air died. And I'm 6 inches of wall away from basically Alaska out there right now.
Yeah, basically Alaska.
Basically Alaska. Canadian tundra outside.
The Canadian tundra of 30 degrees?
It's a little bit of wind too. You can't discount that
Oh,
wind.
there is that wind chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just nothing but yawns, man. I don't know what it is.
Yawns and soup. This is a good podcast.
This is the warm up. We can do anything during the warm up. The quality can be horrible.
Mm.
Exactly.
Aren't you guys glad you came out for this?
Listen to Dave eat soup and go, oh, oh.
Oh, oh.
Dave's basically your grandpa. Oh, this soup right here. I want to tell you about this. Hearty soup, that's right.
Soup and coconut water. I'm old.
Is that stereotypically old people things?
No, I think it's supposed to be prune juice. I think if it were prune juice.
All right, that's like 8 yawns, so I think, let's just do it.
It just gets worse from here.
If there's more yawns, they're just gonna have to get in line. Like, I don't have time. I guess we're not gonna look at what Joel's been playing this week. Yes, probably. All right, ready?
I know what he's not playing. Very well it went!
Do you want to skip doing the timer this week? I know you want to. Just say yes. Okay.
Just
All right.
don't even.
Let's do it on 3. 1. It doesn't really matter why I count, I guess, actually, since we're not starting a timer. All right, now it's good. Sounds like, yeah, it looks fine.
Okay, cool.
All right, ready?
No. Hold on.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you, James.
Don't you do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I hate that meme. I hate that meme so much.
You know what you should do? It.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
You look good. You sound good, is what I meant. So.
I gotta find this comment of the week. It was.
Do we want to do mine? Hey, can you test the game? Hey, can you test the game? I know you're watching. Answer me. Can you test this game?
The I know you're watching is just glorious. Yeah, I had a whole bunch from a few weeks back, but they're so buried now that I really don't know if I'm gonna be bothered to go back and get them because I got a good one.
Check 1 2.
Yep.
Check 1 2. This is for me. Check 1 2.
Oh.
Thanks, Dad.
In fact, I got a comment of the week for the warm up. It just made me laugh. I did a video from a Shenanigans channel, like a Fallout mod review video, and one of the comments is talking about how in the beginning of the video I warned PS4 users, like basically turn the video off. None of these mods will work on your platform. They all use custom, models and textures. And someone's like, "You guys should know." Sony is really, really on the ball when it comes to quality control. That's why mods are limited on Fallout for PlayStation
All right,
4.
I'm ready to go.
Okay. All right. Good. Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
Oh, I thought we were already live. That's my bad.
Oh, no, we're not. Yeah. All right, ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Welcome to the Casual Shenanigans warm-up. Do.
This is my second cup of coffee tonight. Tonight. Not today. Tonight.
Yesterday, my head felt like it was full of cotton. I was up till like 1:30 working, and then I got up at an early day. It really sucked, James, because there's some projects blowing up at the moment. Not necessarily in a bad way, just like timeline stuff blowing up at the moment at work. I think the projects themselves are going to be good. But yesterday, the Google Mobile Lab came to visit us and do like a morning workshop with us. And it was right in the middle of all this stuff blowing up. So we were all just kind of like those of us who went were just kind of sitting there like, we want so much to be paying attention right now. Like when freaking Google flies across the country to meet with you, like you kind of feel compelled to be there. But they were cool. They were nice. But man, yeah, my whole head felt like it was full of cotton the entire day, and feel a lot better today though. I went to bed pretty early.
Nice. James,
why don't you give everyone an update on your car? Because last week you were saying like, I think it's about time to maybe trade the car in, and then things escalated very quickly.
Because Jeremiah got involved.
They didn't escalate. They de-escalated.
Oh, okay.
To the floor. So yeah, I was having some issues getting my my gear. Who's typing?
That's Dave, actually,
Jesus.
that time.
I mean, I didn't hear the bassiness of it, so that's not too bad.
You didn't hear the monster fury.
Did you go back and listen to that audio?
No.
Please go back and
Which
listen to the raw.
part? Where was it from?
Anytime. Just look at your arms. Just scrub through and look at your arms.
You're going. I don't think I look like that when I type. I'll believe
No,
you guys
that-
on the noise, but
Anyway, so I was having issues getting the stick to go into any gears without having to like pump the clutch.
Mm-hmm.
And that Friday morning, getting ready to go to work. This is my first week on a new job, by the way. My clutch just goes boop right to the floor. And like I can pick it up with my foot to get it to come back up, and like push it back down. It would just go boop.
that's why I'm pretty sure it is the master cylinder, because that's what happened in my BMW. I was driving along and I got the clutch and everything replaced because that was a separate issue. And then I was driving home from the mechanic shop and I went to push the clutch in and it just went thunk and stayed on the floor. And I was like, oh no, this is new. Every time something like that happens, it's $300. BMW.
It's gone.
So, did you get the car towed to the dealer? Or,
Yeah.
Okay. And then what was it replaced with?
Corolla S Plus S Plus.
Sweet. And
Nice.
how do you like it?
I love it. It's got lots of fancy gadgets in it.
What do you love about it besides the gadgets? Does it drive nice?
Yeah, it drives nice. It's comfy, but mostly the gadgets.
So what kind of gadgets are we talking about here? Are we talking like... I don't even know. I've got a radio. I've got a high beams.
Well, it's got
Yeah.
the backup camera. It's got the screen that does the radio and all this stuff is tied to the whole car, so you can see your fuel mileage and stuff like that on there. It'll read text to me. What else do you want to know? It's got stuff.
Handles nice?
Do you... the question that Joel should have asked, do you have power locks and power windows?
Yes, I went for that.
Nice.
I mean, it is the S. I think the S might be the highest end Corolla model.
It's the S Plus, so it's
Ooh.
got some extra features.
Premium.
But the S normally has the bigger engine too.
So I'm not used to seeing the way they do engines now. So I open up, like there's all this extra space. I'm like, oh, you can fit a whole bunch more engine in here.
Yeah,
It's for safety reasons, but
oh, you should look under the hood of a Mazda 3. I don't know if you have, like, look under Joel's or John's, but you open it up and you're like, do they offer a V8 option? Like, we ought to be doing something in here. Like, you can put a turbo on the front and the back.
yeah, they do that. You know why they do that?
What do you mean?
Why they put that much space?
Well, I mean, the car is that much space. I think it's much the engine blocks are getting smaller because they're doing more with small displacement engines.
Also, they do it so the engine can go to the ground. in an
Oh, yeah.
accident.
Oh, right. Crumple zones. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination. You can do like a pretty decent mid-sized car with a really small engine in ways you didn't used to be able to, and then they also crash regulations have just like gotten so much better. It's cool though.
Having only had the 4Runner for like a week and being out of town for a few days, I had like a flashback moment to the Civic today where I walked up to the car and put the key in the lock and turned it, opened the door, hit the unlock button, and went, wait, I have wireless for all this now. I was like, all right.
Wireless. Dave has wireless.
Yeah, you hit a little button and it goes beep beep and you're done.
Is this gonna be like when you got your smartphone? Is it
sounds
gonna
it's
take
gonna
over
be.
your life?
Dave's like, guys, all right, so you probably, this is new, I realize, let's talk about it. So they give you this little button with your car. It does stuff. It has features. Unlocking, locking.
That stuff.
It has a red horn button. Don't know what that does yet, but we're going to try it in a crowded parking lot one day. Oh, no, definitely know what that one does after the Honda Pilot test drive.
It is funny how like the small things, like on the Civic that I gotten used to, since I bought it, the driver's side rear lock was sticky. So like when you're the only person driving a car and you're going to work and you have like a backpack or like your lunch bag, where do you put it? Back seat usually. for 8 years now, I've been unlocking my car, reaching around, popping the lock, instead of even bothering with the button. Because I know it's going to stick. I have to reach back and do it anyway. Just the fact that I can literally just open the door now to put stuff in the car, I'm like, man, that had really gotten under my skin. And I hadn't realized it until I could finally just stop having to do that stupid lock every single time. Oh.
I can just see, like we've seen how much Dave has changed with the smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
I can see us going out and Dave, like, testing the range of his key fob.
I haven't done that yet.
You kind of say that in a way that made it sound like maybe a little.
I've tested it a little bit.
I mean, you want to know, right? Like, I mean, you gotta know. It's not like it's not weird.
I don't know why I needed to know, but I know now, so there's that. Brotherhood in the chat, you can see my PC stats in a doc linked in all my video descriptions. It says like PC 2014, but it's the same Google Doc. It's up to date.
It's a Dave custom special.
Yeah, it's a bit of a Franken PC. Not as bad as it used to be, but
I
it's,
need to.
it's
Sorry, go ahead.
no, that was it.
I need to do my setup video. I think a lot of YouTubers are probably a little more reactive, like, or a little quicker on the ball about stuff. People will talk about, oh, you ought to do this, you ought to do this, you ought to do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm planning on doing that in the future. And then I'm still planning on doing it in the future, just haven't done it. Just waiting.
I'm looking at my YouTube video priority list here.
Mm-hmm.
I've had make a video on the Fallout computer you won on the list since last April. That's gonna happen one day.
Do you have that sitting next to your iBuyPower computer? No.
Sponsored by. I'm wondering if I need to get a laptop now, because that poor little
That Asus.
Yeah, that thing.
I mean, it's a mobile portability machine. Like, hey, actually, maybe I'll sell you my ThinkPad. I don't know how much of a laptop you want. If you want a laptop to like get serious work done, the ThinkPad is way faster than that Asus, but it's not like a serious workhorse. It's basically a MacBook Pro in a MacBook Air body. Think of it that way.
That might be right what I'm looking for, because the Asus did better than I expected, but still, of the footage that I was recording, the vague footage out there, I'd say about a quarter of it is corrupted, which is not
because
great.
it couldn't keep up.
Yeah, like audio missynced, lots of artifacting, stuff like that. I've been going through it with Handbrake, and of the 25% that's corrupted, I'd say about half of it I can bring back for the most part. It's just like beginning and end problems. But like in the future, maybe I should think about having something more capable. Like honestly, it impressed me for what it was doing, because I didn't realize that the Elgato was just gonna record raw basically, and then the computer had to finalize the files, like encode them, I guess. I would have brought something a little bit more sturdy.
Yeah, I did. I thought you were just doing that for like transfers. I mean, thing is though, how much would you want to spend for something just to do? I guess you're hoping that this thing will be a regular thing.
I think I could get enough use out of a laptop where if I paid like $500 or $600 for an okay laptop that I used like 3 or 4 times a year for like an important something, I think I'd be okay with that.
But see, I'm thinking like, taking mine for example, mine's like a nice portability, super long battery, all that. I think you ought to get like a just kind of plain ugly quad core with 16 gigs of RAM. Like you ought to get like a bit of a low end beast or mid range beast, not like a portability awesome thing. Because
Wait, did you say a quad core?
yeah,
Like for an AMD?
not AMD, just I mean it could be an Intel laptop.
Well, the
Quad
the
cores
Asus was
aren't
quad
cheap.
core.
No,
Well-
it's not. It's a hyper-threaded dual core.
No, it's quad.
The one you bought from me is a hyper-threaded dual core.
Oh, it's the low end i5 then.
I mean, no, i5s are totally different in laptops. i7s in
That's
like
right.
this i7 is a hyper-threaded dual core, 2 gigahertz.
Intel, stop! Come on, that's dumb.
This computer costs so much money. What a waste. Sorry, James. What were you saying?
What laptops do you have with quad core?
My work issued Dell is a Latitude, and then a couple of developers have Precisions. They come in the same case. I think Precisions are nicer, but they have i7 actual quad cores with like 16 gigs of RAM.
Those are pretty high end, though.
They got like $1,300. I mean, they're expensive, but there are certainly more expensive ones. But there are some quad core ones you can get that are a bit cheaper. Like, you probably would be better off getting a 2-year-old ThinkPad or something, like a ThinkPad workstation one, and then like popping an SSD in it and toting, because you could keep that for years and be pretty happy with it, probably. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how much money you want to invest into this.
Yeah, I don't know. PC Gamer was posting a entry level gaming laptop, like one of the more portable ones, with a quad core and like a 1050 Ti in it, and it was like, after some coupons, it was like right at 800 shipped.
Yeah, there's a Dell. There's a Dell gaming. Was it a Dell?
It was a Dell, yeah.
Yeah. There's a Dell gaming laptop that routinely hits $700 to $800. That's really solid, and it has a quad core and a decent GPU. I think it's actually in the same case as the work laptop I'm talking about. It's just like that case with like some red accents and some gamery stuff. Like, but I think it's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I might need to think about actually getting some kind of real laptop. I love that one because it's so portable. That's...
If you guys want to laugh at me a bit.
Oh, always. Is this a giant joke? I love those.
No. I really like this computer. You guys know my history with Macs. But for what I'm doing at work, this is technically Joel's work-issued MacBook Pro. He just prefers his MacBook Air, so I have sniped it. I really like the Mac operating system for what I do, which is kind of stupid because it's a Pro, and what I do is mostly tons of emails, web browsers, switching back and forth between things really quickly. Like, it's not serious professional work in that way. It's not heavy lifting on anything, but I don't know. It's the operating system, the gestures for switching back and forth between things really fast. I'm really liking. Like, it works really well. And
I've never used those on OS X.
I think it's faster than PC.
I can't wait for Joel to hear this.
Well, he's already heard some of it. Like, overall, when I need to get serious work done, my home workstation is by far what I prefer. And for like power and stuff, like, there's no competition. And for overall laptops, my ThinkPad is my favorite. My ThinkPad is amazing. For what I'm doing at work, especially because I need the ability to run Sketch, which is only OS X. I'm actually really, really enjoying this. I think it's awesome, which makes me feel kind of weird because I'm thinking, like, would I buy my own if this not technically issued to me work one gets taken away? Like, would I sell my ThinkPad and get one? And part of me thinks I might, just because I would like working on it more.
They're a pleasure to use.
No, they are. It's the money. Like, I've never really had just an issue with them. If you're like, is this a nice computer? I would say, yeah, it's a nice computer. These 15-inch ones start, this is a 2013, but they start at $2,300 for the 15-inch. The 13-inch ones start at $1,450. For that, and that's the version with like only 2 USB Type-C ports. Now, refurbed, but for $700, this has basically the same guts as the MacBook Pro, and it has Thunderbolt, three USB 3 ports, SD, HDMI, full-size Ethernet, all that stuff, and it's slightly thicker than a MacBook Air, but as you can see, like, it's not thick, and it weighs less than a MacBook Air, or at least Joel's generation of MacBook Air, and it is a dream to use. Super long battery life, all that stuff. For like $700 or $800 brand new, it's like $1,100.
Really only useful if you like money, though. That's...
You don't want to know what I just ordered for work.
I mean, now you use a Mac Pro at work, don't you?
I just ordered a brand new Mac Pro.
Nice.
Yeah, I love using a Mac Pro
started
back
with a
when...
3.
Yeah, back when I didn't have to pay for it, I was like, sure, I'll use OS X. But when it came time to build my workstation, I was like, oh no, this is coming out of my pocket now.
Yeah, it's just it's a lot.
So what is your main topic for tonight?
We're gonna go back over, like the main topic from last week. We got 3 really good text replies and Joel's audio reply, and I want to go over them and talk about them. It's interesting. They're all from like older people. Sorry, I kind of
people.
I didn't intend to hesitate on old, but they're from people our age and up, and I thought they were interesting. So I figured we'd spend a little time reading through them and chatting about them. You know, be kind of laid back. But you guys go ahead, if you haven't already, go ahead and get some stuff into the dock. And we can get going soon. Neither of you put anything in the dock, so we are not ready to go yet.
I wanted to make sure I had the right dock because you guys are playing the exact same games as last week.
It's 182. Oh, well, I am playing the exact same game as last week. I don't know if Dave needs to make any adjustments.
Apparently,
but
Dave is too. If he's still playing Firewatch, which I doubt he is.
I haven't played it this week at all, actually.
Of course you haven't.
My game of the week is redacted.
Oh my, playing that game.
Mm.
That game with us, I mean.
Played
I
what
played
game?
something really cool, but I can't tell you about it.
What could it be?
Ah! Yeah.
Oh, I got a copy of Wildlands as well. I'm currently installing it. I don't know if I'm ever going to launch it, though.
It's kind of sad that you're just like, I got a stupid effing free game I don't care about. Ugh, major AAA release. Don't have time.
I'm so conflicted. Like,
I'm so
I'll
famous.
play with you, Dave.
do you have it on PC?
Not yet.
Don't buy it for me. Don't.
Just wait till it drops in price. We can all pick it up and play a weekend or something. Like, just let it go.
It's okay. So I did have a moment today, with Joel talking about Wildlands and how much he loves it, because he was fussing. He's like, I like, you used to play with me, like just get really into it, because it's like, I know the game's not amazing and it's got crappy controls, but he's like, if you just like focus and like get in the right mood for it, like just really appreciate it, it can be a lot of fun. And I'm like,
The
Joel,
right mood, like not enjoying games.
Drinking.
well, it's what cracked me up was I let Joel go on for about 2 minutes about how it's just about like, if you embrace the stealth for it and like really just immerse yourself in it, it can be a lot of fun. And I was like, you realize, Joel, that's like the exact same thing that I say about Arma and its wonkiness. Like, it's not a perfect game, but if you embrace the role, if you like role play, if you get into it, you use the radio, it's like, it's a lot of immersive fun. It's like, he's like, yeah, okay, that's basically the same. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll tweak some things, because apparently they're already talking about patching the loot so that everyone gets loot. Because right now, if you loot something, no one else gets it, which is kind of dumb for a co-op game. I think The Division had that when it launched too, and then they fixed it. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
They did a ton of changes to the Division.
I'm gonna go in and see what's up, I think.
That's a nice way of saying I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna just get in there, see what's up, just see what the old what's a has it, what's a who's it.
What I'm really mad about is I've only gotten a chance to do the first Sniper Elite 4 co-op mission, which is so much fun. I haven't had a chance to play in like 2 weeks now. I cannot wait to get back to that game.
So much fun. I haven't played it in a long time, but it's great.
Because Joel and I are playing co-op together, so we have to line up
okay.
like it's like a 2.5 hour segment of time per mission, and that's not even on like a completionist playthrough. That's just for the main objectives. It's awesome.
Bless you, James. Well, you coughed.
I coughed. I'll take
He
the blessing.
can still be blessed.
Bless me.
And seeing it's Papa James, would that be Papa Bless?
No,
Is that be Papa Bless?
I don't think James enjoyed that.
I got to try out Zelda today on Joel's Switch.
What'd you think?
Definitely not on work time, 'cause that would be unacceptable.
I like that there's the thin veneer of you respecting me. I like that that's left still. I know it's a veneer. It's so thin I can see. It's like a sheet of sugar glass, but I appreciate that it's still there.
It's all for you,
I love that
Jeremiah.
there's literally zero time for him to have played it except at work. Being that there was traffic all the way home.
Yeah, it's really impressive. The little Switch is very impressive. I really hope Nintendo is gonna get a lot of success with this, because it's been very easy to make fun of them for the last couple of years, but maybe they knew part of what they were doing after all.
Oh yeah,
Except
James.
if they
on
can
the
learn how to make
forward-looking part.
make people make games for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, James. Would you be down to do a Switch review next week? Because you and Joel both had it and played with it for a while.
Yeah, so I can talk about this on the podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
I've not tried it yet, but I did get the Pro controller tonight.
Oh, I thought you said you hadn't tried the Switch yet. I was gonna be like, oh, dang, man, that
no,
sucks.
no.
Okay.
This thing is a unicorn.
What do you mean?
You can't find the Pro controllers in stores.
Can you find Switches in store?
Oh, heck no.
Okay.
But this could be on the podcast discussion.
Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of in podcast territory now.
Yeah, I need the yawns have started, so my body
Oh,
knows.
come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe we should start at 7.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just whatever.
That laptop is a quad core, like an actual quad core.
Which one are you looking at?
That Dell.
Yeah.
TN display.
Dave,
My $700 laptop.
Oh my gosh.
Disgusting. Can't even look at it now.
And that's generally how that goes.
I switched phones, Jeremiah. I got an LG G3.
What did you used to have?
I had the Samsung S7.
Oh, and isn't a G3
I was leasing that not G3, G5.
Oh, okay.
So I was leasing the S7.
Mm-hmm.
And they're about to come out with the S6
Mm-hmm.
or the G6,
G6.
and the S8. And so Best Buy had the G3 for like $5 a month for a lease. So if you do the math for a 2-year lease, it's $120.
A G5?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
Cool.
got it for $120 essentially.
Not bad.
Nice.
So just pay it off, then I don't know if I'll be able to ever do Ting, but I'll have the option.
Oh, because you've always had phones that you were paying for in the...
Well, either that or back in the day there was actual contracts.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea. I don't think it's the G6. Is the G6 like going to be pretty cheap? I might be thinking of a different phone. I think LG's
I
coming out
doubt
with
it.
some sort of G phone that's like going to be a couple $100, and Nokia has some new phones coming out. They're going to just be a couple $100. And
Well, I
I'm
was
thinking,
looking. Go ahead.
I'm thinking I might drop down to one of them because they're like 5.2 inches. I think I'd like to try one of those.
I was looking at the new phones coming out, the S8 and the, whatever iPhones coming out, and they're rumored to be over $1,000.
Jeez, maybe because so many like people aren't doing contracts anymore. They're trying to
I guess.
screw you over as much as possible.
Yeah. So I was at that point. It's like I'm not gonna want to upgrade. I mean, I can with this, but I'm probably just want to cut that cost altogether.
James, I need suggestions for 2 awesome Audible books so I can buy them, use up my credits, and cancel my membership
This is Audible.
like I always do every time I see a deal.
Yep.
Which you encourage me to do. So I need to buy 2 and then
As you
cancel it.
should.
So see what you can do for me. If you
Oh,
have
I've
any
got
recommendations.
I've got one that I definitely recommend. It's a long book, but it's one of the better books I've listened to.
I've been working on American Gods since October.
How long is it?
11 hours. I haven't.
Oh, that's not long.
With audiobooks, I've been reading before bed because I'm going through the Harry Potter series. I'm thinking I might also listen to some audiobooks before bed once I get through Harry Potter. Just use that same amount of time because I'm using it on a Kindle, so it'll sync everything up. Like it'll be pretty seamless. I think I can do about 30 or 45 minutes of reading time a day, so I think that's just what it's going to be. Yeah. Anyway, you guys want to do this so we can get Dave out of here at a good time?
Well,
I want to do it just to get Dave out of here.
Dave, it is 8:30. Don't pretend like, I gotta go to bed at 10 because I'm
Yeah,
Dave.
didn't you just drink a second cup of coffee tonight?
Yeah, you're gonna stay up late. I
It's
want
not
to
like
be
you're going to
I want to be
bed.
respectful
I
of
actually
your time.
stopped at a half cup. Thank
oh my
you.
gosh. I want to be respectful of your time, but I'm not a sucker. As much of a sucker as I am at work.
I'm so tired.
I'm so
My soul-
tired.
My soul is still on the left coast. Left coast?
The left
I had a left
coast.
coast. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Left coast. My soul is still on the left coast.
All right, Dave. Well, I'm cracking a whip over your head. Get some news in the dock. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You're
My
staring at me like,
news-
no.
My news is redacted.
I mean, do you want me to, like, we could just, if you wanted, we could just record it and then I could not post this until later.
No.
All right. Okay. So that's all your news?
Let me check my tabs. I
All
had
right.
stuff. I had stuff
He's
saved.
What's-
not even,
what's hidden
he's not
within
in
the
the
tabs?
document right now.
What's hidden within the tabs? You're like, oh, this would have been good news 4 years ago when I pinned this. Chrome's just, there's one tab in Chrome that's just blinking called Calvin.
Probably so.
A browser is causing your computer to want to kill itself. What would you like to do? Wait?
I'll wait it out.
Or have mercy? Okay. Anyway. You guys ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Did you want an answer, or were you going ahead anyway?
All right. Oh my god.
Premium content. Premium.
All right, Dave, can you fire off some tweets? Some bomb
You'd
ass,
like that,
bomb
wouldn't-
ass.
Nah. I can give you some. I can give you some lit tweets though, fam.
All right,
Awesome.
fam.
I know some lit tweets.
You're like foam stuff behind you. It's not to like fix it. There's
Oh, because there's a well, no, there isn't pins holding every bit of it on the wall. Like I only have 2 pins holding each one, and then I'm alternating the things. It's foam. Like it's not. If you look at it straight on, it looks pretty good. You look at it from the side, you can just tell like it's not a perfect setup.
oh, I can tell it's not a perfect. That's what just like,
But it's good when I sit down. You know what I hear behind me? Nothing. Not sound coming off the walls. It was weird. Like the first time I sat down, it was like,
Hi, Dave.
"Hey, Dave, guess whose keyboard it isn't now?"
I think we need a new rule of no major typing during the podcast, especially when
I
people
think
are
there was a
talking.
request for tweets.
I like how Dave
That's what
always
I
sa-
think.
says it like,
we-
I
are
heard
we
you
live
guys.
yet?
Yeah, for the warm up.
Are we live?
For the warm up, yes.
Okay, because you said, "Are you sure?" But then you just trailed off. And you
No,
never
but I
said
did say
yes.
we were going live for the warm up. I always say it. Sometimes you don't.
That was a
Sometimes you
close
don't.
one, I did check.
Sometimes you don't listen to me. You know.
No,
Sometimes you're like, I just want to say whatever I want to say.
Dave, did he say? Because I know he said he was about to go live. Are we ready? Are we ready? And then he didn't say anything. And then
That's true.
we were
There was no
live.
final announcement. I
Yeah,
actually
there was
watched.
no final announcement.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there was, but
There was not.
I could
You
be
can safely
wrong.
Say whatever you want right now, and it won't count.
Nope, that's not true.
I just did. I just did a gate test. How's this sound? Everything good? Oh,
I hear a little. I hear a little.
I'm hitting Skype shortcuts. What just happened? There was a window active.
What do you hear, boy? What do you hear?
Let's look into the couch.
I'm gonna go check to see if I got invaded. Be right back.
All right. Oh, this is Joel who's home alone.
If I don't look, there's nothing there.
I'm guessing the invader came through the drywall in the corner of the room. Joel's looking in the corner.
I think the panel popped open. in the corner.
Oh, okay. Is that like is that the air return?
I think it's the access panel.
That
Joe-
was scary.
Joe, you
would
don't
you
like
do if
being
someone was
home
in there?
alone, do you? Like when Joey's just gone.
Well, this has never happened before because we would usually have something over. There's like a crawl space over there, and the wood piece doesn't hold up very well. It will come out. Basically, the air turned on, and it went shunk out. But I was like, "What was that?" And so I opened the door, and it closed, and I was like, "The shit! What the?" I was like, "Something
Don't
there."
worry, we saw it all happen.
Oh man, it closed it, and then it opened again. I'm like, "Is there like a freaking badger in there?"
Probably a badger, I think, is most
Yeah,
likely.
probably.
One of my little girl's toys went off as I was sitting here waiting for you guys to make the call. I just hear blah 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 blah. I'm like, what the hell?
Satan's minions? Hello?
Oh, all right. My heart rate at now.
Joel, I just want you to know, okay? If you need help, I can be there in probably about 15 minutes.
Once
to
you
identify
top off
your body.
water bottle.
I mean, I
Dave,
can be
Dave
there in less
almost
time than that.
Dave almost went to lunch without me after telling me. He just went right away, and I'm like, whoa, wait a second.
Speaking of which,
I
Chipotle
always
tomorrow.
wait for him to top off his effing water bottle, and then I go to lunch.
So, do you guys want to go to Chipotle tomorrow for lunch?
That's probably.
You went to
I actually
Me
really don't have time
Patron.
tomorrow.
You went to Me Patron.
Yeah, I just ate some Mexican for lunch. I mean for dinner. So,
All right.
oh man, something else maybe?
I already mentioned the word Chipotle around John and Hope. So I'm sorry, but we are most definitely not going anywhere else.
I might actually pack some leftover soup. We have some pretty delicious potato soup.
Man, it hurts.
I could play more of that Nintendo at my desk if I pack my lunch.
Yeah, today I can install Mass Effect Andromeda. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, nice.
It's out already? It's not?
For Origin Access members, you gotta have premium. Origin, every single time they have a new update. Every time. Sorry, that probably wasn't.
Steam.
It wasn't. No, well, Origin updates
Nobody's
pretty
worse than
fast.
Steam. I can get 2 updates in the same sitting.
I've actually, yeah, there's been 2 It's the worst when Steam does an update, but it's like an update for a game that you've never heard of and will never play probably too. It's like, why is this updating for a game?
Well, I mean,
So weird.
I don't think it updates just for a game. It updates and then tells you about new games that are coming out. But I don't think it ever gets an update just because a new game came out.
Yeah, no, there has been one. Like, if you read some of the descriptions, it will say because of something Counter-Strike related. It's not probably in the.
It's probably
game,
like
but
security.
It's supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supporting, but it's still kind of like that's okay.
Are we going to be in the warm up for a little while?
What do you need to do?
Try something else.
Do what? Something else?
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Going into the void.
Where'd that song come from?
What's behind that door?
What's
Joel,
in,
that
what's in the
opened up?
void? What's
Close the Oblivion Gate. Close it.
There's something in the void.
what? I'm sorry. What's in the
drive
void?
home? The drive home was literally miserable. This week has been kind of miserable outside of the Norman stuff that's been exciting.
I'm sorry, man.
Just-
Because I know I
no.
have not been contributing.
Well,
to
there's a lot more that goes on that's even outside of work related too. Some stuff that something happened to a friend of mine.
Oh.
Pretty rough. There's been a lot on my mind, but it's just been like, yeah, project after project and stuff. It's been really great because it's been supporting a lot of awesome stuff for Norman stuff and our moving and everything. But it's just been rough. But on the way home, I'm like, because I just barely got here for the podcast because I was working on an app thing for tonight. I go to Taco Bell thing. I'll just get a burrito. I get a burrito.
Oh, you must have really been having a bad day.
Yeah.
How to make a bad day worse?
I was like, you know what? Ooh, Baja drink. I haven't had this in forever. I'm going to get some Baja with the Mountain Dew. So I was like, because I barely made it here. I'm like, all right, I'll just eat it in the car.
So you're drinking fresh Mountain Dew and a burrito from Taco Bell in the car.
Joel, just drive to our house. I'll give you a hug. I'll hold you.
So I'm
Well,
eating it. I'm eating it, right?
After the burrito and the Mountain Dew, Jeremiah, you might not want to hold him for a little while.
Yeah, no. Well, no, actually, I don't feel sick from it, but basically,
Yet.
I'm
just
eating
feels
half
creative.
of the burrito. Was that James from The Void?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Void.
Great. I love that that's a thing now. All the notes are even going around in my head now. From the void.
It's like, what's the word for those? When you have a thought that's like you don't want to have it. It's like a
Intrusive thoughts.
intrusive
Naughty
thoughts. That's Joel's intrusive thought
dark
voice.
deeds.
Like it could all be over. It's like that's really dark, but also kind of pleasant.
Kill them all. You have the power.
What if you just don't break?
Trigger pull. No, so I'm eating a freaking burrito.
Oh, we're back to that.
Well, because it gets worse. I'm eating a burrito. I eat half of it. I'm like, all right, it's kind of getting like, to the point where you can take a few bites, and I was like, all right, the beans are kind of like starting to spill out or whatever. Like it's too hard to eat in the car. So I wrap it up, one hand, I set it in my lap, take an effing turn. No joke. My I don't even know the name of it. It's not a gear shift, but
Your turn signal
Shifter.
shifter. Your shifter.
Yeah, shifter,
Yeah,
there
it's your
we go.
shifter.
I don't ever want to call it a shifter because it's not like a true.
No, it is. It's a
gear shift,
shifter.
but I guess it is.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, it's shit.
literally the burrito goes like this. Here's the shifter.
Oh no!
It goes like literally like an ice cream cone on top of it. I was like, damn it! I was so angry. I was just like, come on, right? And then like I look up and I'm like, of course, green light, people like honking. I'm like, ah, dude, driving home, and I was like pissed. I'm like, I didn't even touch it. I was like, I'm not doing it. F this, right? So then I grab a thing of Mountain Dew, and I was like, let me get a drink. No joke. There's Mountain Dew on the top rim of the cup. I go like this, tilt a little bit. It just drains all over my pants and shirt. I was just like, I was so pissed. I was like, oh gosh, it's just the worst ever. I get home. Just come on. I get home. I open the door. I put my Mountain Dew cup on the ground outside. I was just like here, and I'm cleaning it up. Open the freaking like the side little thing where we put napkins and stuff. I can't think of the damn thing.
The pantry, the cabinet.
It's the junk drawer. Whatever. I get that, open it up. I was getting napkins, and I'm just wiping through, cleaning it up. I grab my backpack. I step back out. My foot crushes on the Mountain Dew, just pours out all over my other shoe. I was just... Yeah, it went really well. And I literally walked inside. Okay, and the best part, right? In the bag, I had a burrito and a taco. I went through the whole thing in the trash. I was like, I don't even care anymore. So I'm just not eating tonight.
I don't know if you can handle
It's just
eating
not
tonight.
worth it. Well, I can't wait for this podcast to start.
I gotta share this now because Joel, your reaction to the burrito becoming the ice cream cone. I know where you got that. I showed Joel a video that I lost it watching a few weeks back of a group of protesters. I think it might have been in Seattle. They were like blocking a street. It was Joel. You're gonna remember this video. It's like a bunch of bike cops just kind of watching. And you're like, why don't they open the street up? Like people like can't get through. Well, out of nowhere, this like pickup truck with like a running board all the way around turns around the corner, covered in riot cops, like full speed, e-brakes into the crowd. They just start grabbing people and like handcuffing them. Because the whole time you're watching the video, it's like 5 minutes long. You're like, why are all these cops just like all these riot cops just watching? It was all set up for the riot cops. But one of the protesters was filming this whole thing, and you never actually see the guy. But as the cops are like lining all of the handcuffed people up, like one by one, to get them ready for the paddy wagon to roll up, off camera you just hear some guy who you can tell is like as angry as he's ever been, but he knows he can do nothing to stop this. Off camera you just hear, just behind the camera guy. Damn it! And there's like this long pause, and you just hear it again. Damn it! Like another long pause. Damn it! Like, it's like 4 or 5. And you never see the guy. You never see
Pure
anything
righteous anger.
else. You can feel the helplessness in his voice, just the pure like rage that he can do nothing about it. It's just, I don't know why. Hearing that guy shriek off camera, like, you never see the guy. I can imagine the ponytail though. It's gotta be a ponytail. I was crying, laughing. I'm like, Joel, you gotta hear this guy. I wish we could see what he looks like. Joel, that was you when the burrito hit the shifter. Just pure rage. My neck hurts from laughing so hard. Good work, Joel.
I just realized James is out of the void. Nice.
Now I'm back in the void.
No, I see you.
Do you?
Can anyone else see James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Joel, only you can.
Oh, well, I was gonna say. I was like, did you guys not know?
James died 4 years ago.
Oh, there he is.
So James,
Is not there.
so what are you doing the black like camera for?
What?
Oh! What is this?
Nothing.
Wait, it talks when you talk?
Oh, this is so disturbing.
It does what?
Can you be a cat?
Hold on.
All right,
Really
all
happened to
right.
James.
Debbie's gonna be on the podcast now. If Debbie's not watching this right now, somebody needs to tag her immediately.
100-yard stare. Hi.
So James, give us a couple sentences here.
Hold on.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Casual Shenanigans podcast.
He truly has gone into the void.
No. No.
The hamburger's fantastic.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, sorry, cheeseburger. I didn't notice actual cheese there.
No, but really the cat thing, like, I mean, I think
It's a
Debbie's-
face rig.
So what does Face Rig do?
It's just it'll map. It wasn't working so well because I didn't set it up beforehand. But you can set it up to sync with your audio or sync. It'll like do actual like lip syncing. Like the camera reads all your facial movements and stuff.
Jeez,
So
that's pretty cool.
it'll come back sometime.
All right, we got to get that set up for Debbie. No, so she has to have a webcam though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't have to display the webcam. You can
Correct.
just cool. That's actually a pretty good idea. All right, you guys want to start this podcast?
All one time, just something else.
I'm all revved up.
Yeah, let's do it. Joel, that story, honestly, dude, that just made my week.
That's
Like,
going into the clip compilation. Like one day we're gonna have a heck of a clips episode. One day, a lot of the stories are Joel doing stuff, peeing in
you
his
cannot-
mouth.
attaching burrito accessories to the steering column. Like that's amazing.
I wish I could have taken a photo of it, but I was too angry. But it was literally a burrito cone on the shifter. Like, come on.
It's
The
just
odds of that happening.
Joel, if you were to like post that online, everyone would just call you a liar because it's too good of a story. it's just too good. Ah,
All right, you guys ready to start this thing?
let's do it.
Joel, got time codes, my brother?
Recording now.
I got it.
Were you not recording your mic before?
Yeah, it was.
All right. Dick.
Hey, you and Joel match tonight. Cool.
That doesn't bother me. It excites Joel.
What's that, boy?
Joel, where'd you get your shirt from?
Old Navy, I think.
Okay, that's
It
not
was
where
a
I got mine
Christmas
from,
gift.
but they
I
look
don't
similar.
know.
They were probably made from the same cloth.
It's a shirt, and it's meant to be worn by humans.
So one could say that you guys are cut from the same cloth,
Right, that was what I was saying.
But
Except
I
Joel's is
wanted
like
to
a
really
little piece of fabric, and Jeremiah's is like
Oh,
a tent worth.
I have something for you
Really?
guys, and I meant
Is that
to
a
bring-
condom?
No.
It's a really small one.
It is a mint from Kyrgyzstan. So some missionaries
Okay.
that we know, they brought in some food and stuff
Wow,
like
that
that.
just took
and
really-
I'm really sorry I ruined your
No,
nice
no, it's totally fine. But I had a couple extras and I wanted you guys.
because you weren't using them.
Yeah.
Wow, this might kill me.
Hey, it's good. It's good. We got the whole crew together again. All right, Joel, you got time codes?
I do.
I gotta start yawning. Oh, as soon as I'm ready to start, my body's like, get him out now.
It's really weird how it's like a trigger now that your body. Oh wow, that's a.
I will have you guys know, the past, because this has come up in recent podcasts, the past 3 days at work have been some of the busiest and like most packed, there's no way out days of the past couple weeks. But I've been having progressively better and better days. Like, I walked out today with like a spring in my step, and I was like, today was a good day. Everything worked out pretty well.
You got all the good vibes as the door slammed and all the bad vibes went my way. Like, oh, I was like, no, you're supposed to go to pee more.
They hit Joel. He's like, no, my burrito. Not
It's like-
again.
The bad vibes orangutan jumped off of me onto Joel and just rode him the whole way home. James, sometime get Joel to explain his theory of why orangutans are endangered. It's a good one.
Orangutans.
Orangutans.
Yeah, no, Joel.
Orangutans?
Yeah, it really is orangutan. I wasn't putting you on. Like, that's actually how it said. Now, when I was younger, I used to call them
was a
like I used to call them.
orangutans are going extinct. They don't exist.
Now, when I was younger, I used to call them rangatangs because I had a stuffed orangutan.
Orangutan.
Me and my cousin had matching stuffed orangutans, and we loved them. That story doesn't go anywhere else. All right, let's start the show. Ready to start the timer?
I'm ready.
We loved orangutans.
On 3.
I'm ready.
Okay. So many songs.
SpongeBob, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm ready. Ready.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, damn it. Check,
Check, 1, 2.
check.
That was a pretty quick count. It was a 1, 2, 3.
You guys always hate my counting. I don't know what to tell you. I'm homeschooled. All right.
It's always bad.
All right, going live for the warm-up.
You know, Dave's counting has always been really good.
Then Dave can count for everyone.
Because he always says, all right, we're going to go on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
James, that comes from years of being an elite operator in Arma 3. 3, 2, 1. I crashed.
Oh, yeah, right. Joy's here. I heard like a sound
What's
of,
that, boy?
like,
What do you hear? That's what you did last week. You were like, and you like ran to the door.
well, this little wood piece that's like a little crawl space or whatever, it fell open because of or like the air pressure, the air conditioning with the doors, it just fell open. So I've never heard it before. I was like, what was that? And then I closed the door and then it slammed shut. And I'm like, oh, someone's in
Honestly,
here.
the crawl space right behind you in the dark office, kind of opening by itself, like falling open. I'd be looking around too, like,
Dave, you'd
okay.
be shooting.
just over the shoulder. It's like, I've played Half-Life. I know what comes out of vents. Maniacs. Homicidal maniacs.
I was telling Dave a funny story today. Just a theory. I
I'll
was
be the
like,
judge of that.
I was saying, what if we got into like a serious active shooter incident? And Dave, all of his theory, all of his gun training, pulls out the gun, ready, aim, shoots, 100% Dumb and Dumber. Like all 8 shots miss. I pull out a shot sideways like a gangster, 1 shot, headshot, right? But then news people after are interviewing, and I'm just like, yeah, guns don't need to have an extended assault mag like Dave's. It's just totally just like Chuck. He's got an assault rifle. I was just like, Dave, what would you do?
I warned Joel. I'm like, I'm sorry, Joel. That would literally never happen.
Yeah, if you ever
because-
want to make an argument for high capacity like mags and stuff, don't talk to Joel. I'm like, I usually just hit it right the first time. These
I was like,
guys,
I'm sorry,
they
Joel.
need all the extra ammo. I don't.
Like, it would never happen because I would promptly reload, congratulate you on your excellent shooting, and then shoot you in the face. Like, you would never talk to a
Bury me.
reporter. Like, man, I got so lucky, guys. I was able to neutralize the threat because the guy was shooting me but hit Joel instead.
Whoops, ricochet. But we counted 25 bullets.
Nope.
You said, I don't know.
I don't even understand what we're talking about at this point.
Yeah, it was.
Or my usual fallback response is like, well, this scenario will never happen because I'm the only one that actually carries a gun. Now,
Out
I
of
may
who? There's other people in the office.
me and Joel.
Oh,
Now, I might,
okay.
in the event of an emergency, I might bear hug Joel and then hand him a pistol, like hop on your back, like, ah! Save me.
I go like this. I tilt the gun, slam a mag down, good to go. You
Like-
just you have,
Yeah, I have the backpack. I just have extra mags, and you just keep like holding the pistol out, mag.
Laura Croft style. Shunk. Oh, Dave, go into your video settings and uncheck the autofocus, and you can just pull the slider all the way to the left. It just does it like infinite
Okay.
focus or infinity or whatever.
The last time we changed that on my webcam, we then moved back in our chairs and went out of focus.
Yeah, the problem is Skype changes, at least mine, every single time.
Yeah, it changes every time, but I just go in and I just slide it all the way to the left.
Joel, did you check any of those links I sent you?
Oh yeah, dude, I watched that one.
What? I sent you 3.
Wait, oh, let me see. Oh, I saw the Justice League thing.
You saw both?
I saw
There was another Justice League update.
Justice League reveal trailer. Yeah, is this the one that has? I saw the one with Batman and I saw the one with Aquaman.
Okay,
Aquaman.
yeah.
And then yeah, I watched the whole Luke Skywalker's Dark Secret.
Was that like not amazing?
That is awesome. Dave and I were actually talking about that. Or at least we were talking about that article you sent earlier today.
Man, I just would have loved to have talked about some of these articles. Like the Luke Skywalker's Dark Secret everybody else apparently talked about.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Again.
glad you said that.
Again, Jeremiah.
I said
again.
we're going live for the warm-up. I said that seconds after we started recording. Seconds.
I had a feeling. I'm like, I really feel like James and Joel don't realize that we're live.
Then you
Oh, I
should
knew
know
we were
that
live.
because I said we were.
I knew we were alive.
You-
Thanks,
You said
James.
we're going. You said we're going to go live, and then I never heard
Yeah, we're
confirmation.
going
so I was
live.
Like
Yeah, what,
No,
do I
we're
have
going
to?
to.
Oh my
I'm
gosh!
watching the chat.
Do I have to give an extra countdown after that?
Yeah, I think so.
No, please. We're already confused enough by your first countdown.
Yeah, can you just say like, "Hey
2
guys,
countdowns
we're
in
live."
one night might throw us off completely.
Oh, what's going on?
I feel like this new job has just made it so you guys are incapable of liking me anymore. Like it's a
What's
moral
my excuse for not liking you?
Well, same old, same old.
Oh,
It just gave us an excuse to continue not liking it.
Thanks, man.
It's next level, really.
It's next level.
It just hurts so bad.
It means we're doing it right.
Joel, you need to listen to that video because he goes into extra detail and explains it in such a way that's
Is this the Hey Stranger video?
what?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, here, hook Dave and James up with a link.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Make sure when I copy and paste that is going to be the one. Yep. John sent me
What
this.
the f- is that? Why?
Why are the cheeks so rosy?
That's the first thing I noticed. I was just like, attention to detail.
How's that ass feeling?
Yeah.
This is a top comment. Most interaction I've had all day.
Do I have to watch all 3 minutes?
No.
Or 2 minutes?
I mean, it's up to you. Just gets better.
Better facial animations than Mass Effect.
Does anybody have that or play? I mean, I know Dave has it, but he's not playing it.
Mass Effect, not yet. No, I got the trial and then I just never played it.
James, yeah, I did watch that video.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I watched about maybe 30 or 40 minutes ago.
What'd you think?
Please let it be. I want it to be something.
let's not give
very
away
much like
spoilers,
that.
but let's
Yeah.
talk in code.
Like, they have to build some sort of deeper lore into Star Wars. I think, especially when it comes to the Jedi, because you just don't really know anything about them. Like,
Well, you get
where
this
they came
feeling. You
from.
get this feeling from the original trilogy that they were kind of like, almost like extremists about
Yeah.
their beliefs.
Well, I mean, I remember the first time I saw Phantom Menace, I always got pissed off at Yoda. Like, because, I don't know, I more sympathize with Anakin as a little kid going, like, I want to go save my mom. Why can't I do this? They're like, you're evil. Like, you have these bad thoughts. And I'm just thinking, like, if you just help
Wait, what
him
did Yoda
right now-
actually say?
What's that?
Well, how
He
did Yoda say it?
Him and yo, Anakin, stop it.
Yo, Anakin.
But like Mace
That's
Windu
why
was
it's
just,
always
I
funny.
felt like they were just more like dicks, honestly, to them. Like to me, I
Mace
just felt
Windu
like,
was the
okay,
worst to me.
like I understand their explanations, but I feel like it wasn't very good to a kid at that level. And so obviously, like the whole Jedi Orders, you're supposed to have a really, really, really young kid, and they grow up through the whole process.
In the Jedi Order, you're supposed to have really, really, really young kids. You need a lot of them. We're going to use up all the kids.
Put them in a religious temple out of sight from the public.
With a bunch of men that aren't allowed to marry. What could go wrong?
Oh, welcome back to We Ruined Star Wars for Joel.
Do you remember that one guy,
The Catholic
James,
edition.
in the council, the really long neck? I saw a post that had the picture of that guy. Dave, look him up. Just look up Star Wars long neck guy, and it just said, "I wonder where I have to kill this guy." Or like, what's his weak spot?
What's his weak spot? Yeah.
It's just like, oh man. Let's see. Star Wars Celebration is coming up very soon.
So what was Luke Skywalker's dark secret?
Don't tell it on the podcast.
You'll have to watch it. You
It's
have
just
to watch it.
it's a
really
fan
cool.
theory. Why would that matter?
It's not
Well,
a fan.
because
It's not possibly not a fan theory. This might have actually
Yeah.
been a leak.
Then why are you
Jeez.
guys reading it? Why are you spoiling stuff? Well, I know why you are, James.
Because I don't
Well,
care.
it's hard not to, because I've already been theorizing this for a while. So I don't think any of the story honestly has leaked out. I think they've done a really good job.
So
But
basically, you want to obsess over this for the
yes, I
next,
do.
It's okay,
It's
for the next 9
freaking
months.
It's
That's the
9
real
months.
reason. Is you just want to stare at the internet and going, "Ah!" Just like all the DC nerds who are like, but it's Justice League's gonna be good. None of the other ones were, but this one's gonna be good. Oh, there's a poster.
It's March 22nd. Wait. No, never mind. That's not.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. Okay, that's the ticket mailing deadline. I was like, wait, what? Okay, it's in 20 days. So that's
What's in 20 days?
Star Wars Celebration.
And what happens then?
Well, last year they showed off like a reel of Rogue One, and the one before that they showed off footage of Episode 7. So
Gotcha. So you're expecting some goodness.
yes, I am. I'm so happy that they finally stream it to everyone. what did I say?
I just sent Dave the picture of Yariel Poof. Long neck guy.
Oh.
How do I send you stuff, Jeremiah?
Through
Group
you
me?
send it through the Group Me podcast chat.
Okay.
Jeremiah, for the main topic tonight, just throw it over to me for the introduction because I have some qualifications to keep it under control.
Okay.
We'll get wild with this.
Dave's like, I have
Trust
thought
me.
of a system. We will adhere to it and have very carefully regulated discussion. It will be quite enjoyable.
Quite. More regimented than a Minutemen settlement.
Oh, all right. So people have been wanting Watch Dogs 2 for a while. I'm starting to get the screaming comments. Please, Watch Dogs 2. Ah!
Of what? Like a comparison or something?
Yeah, I guess. I'm assuming.
I thought you did one already.
Nah, fam. No, it just
Are you
arrived.
sure? I really thought you did one.
I am positive.
Weird.
All right, Jeremiah, put it in the group me.
All right.
Oh, I do have a challenge though. I would like to see if someone can get my computer running Wildlands better than my PS4 right now because I cannot get it to run
Are
good
helpful.
at all. And it's really annoying. I just don't know. I don't know what settings to do. It's got to be just some weird thing that's going on.
I'll come help you.
Yeah, because it's like, it's always because the resolution looks great. I can make it look awesome, but just the frame timing's all over the place. The VSync doesn't work. If you take it off, it's incredibly nasty tearing.
The VSync, it doesn't work?
Like it's on, it works, but then the frame timing is like nuts. It's really bad. So like I've put it all the way down at low, and it's still the VSync at 60 still does. It doesn't feel right. Like it's hard to explain until you say. I think it's like frame timing or something. It just doesn't feel right.
There's no couch under his butt. It doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is.
I have reasons. It's just. You'll when you see it, you'll know. Hopefully you can figure it out.
I keep trying to put my feet back, but my feet keep hitting the desk. Fix it. Fix
I
it.
keep hitting something under the desk. I can't. Where's my controller? Oh, there it is. Thank mammy.
That's what PC nerds sound like?
That's
You
what
know-
console people.
Oh, okay.
Get my Cheetos over here. Thanks, man.
What is that? What were you doing this on your chest for, Joel?
don't know. That's just like the universal sign of like I'm busy. I'm doing stuff.
No, it's not.
That is not at all what that is.
That's like the universal sign for being mentally handicapped, Joel.
Oh, whoops.
But like offensively so.
Yeah, like not in a funny way.
Crap.
Joel, I'm sorry, man. None of us, a lot of the time, we don't enjoy bringing this stuff up. You just do it.
It's like an intervention. We don't
But
enjoy
live, where
doing it,
people
but
get to
it's
watch.
necessary.
I don't even know where to go with this.
Is it time for the podcast now?
I don't know. Joel, you got more left in you there? Got more
No.
goodness to share?
No.
Shake it out. Shake it out.
Shake it out.
Dave, 5-inch pixels are back in stock.
I prefer 27 inches myself.
Yes, Joel? That was a very somber
I am
I was
enjoying.
telling
groanings.
Jeremiah, you still drinking LaCroix?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, once you pop that top, you just can't stop.
That is true. Curious. Have you enjoyed him more and more the more you've drank him? Or does it feel like the
I feel
same,
like-
but you're just or used to, like you just feel used to it or whatever? Or have you acquired
Why
more of a
you
taste
don't
to it?
let me answer? I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
I like it. I like
feel
it.
like
Or
there
do
was,
you
the
really
hand
prefer something with flavor?
so I feel like there was
Or do you
initial-
rather like the drinks like juices and stuff?
Is this what talking to
Or-
me is like? Okay. So I feel like there was an initial like first couple not good. And then there was like a spike
back.
where I started to enjoy it more and more and more. And then I think it leveled out. Like it leveled out at that point, and the Cerise Limons and the Pombayas, like the tall skinny cans,
Yeah.
I feel like those still taste more like a soda. But the regular LaCroix is just settled into like a nice comfortable middle where like I enjoy it, but I don't appreciate it more than I did a couple months ago. It's just like it's good. It's still good. It hasn't gone down, but
Yeah.
I drink at most one a day. So
Yeah.
yeah, overall I'd say it's good. I'm
Nice.
enjoying it.
The start is very much like the Dark Souls of drinks. It's like, oh, what is
Oh,
this?
here
What
we
is
go.
this? And you
LaCroix
get
is
through,
not the
and then
Dark
you
Souls
love
of
it.
drinks. The Dark Souls of drinks. Fruity lemon. Welcome to Dark Souls. It's
That
crisp
might
and
be-
refreshing.
That might be the longest reach I've ever seen from Joel.
Shane,
Innocence
add
of
it to the
LaCroix
list.
is like Dark Souls.
Add to the list.
Well,
LaCroix is
no,
the
you
Dark
hate
Souls
it
of
at
drinks.
first, but then you can learn to
I
really
didn't
love
hate it
it.
at first. I just didn't enjoy it.
I'm not talking just about you. I'm talking about me. I mean, I did not
okay.
like LaCroix the first time I had it. I really didn't. I was like, oh, this is not really good. So I worked my way to it by drinking lots of other sparkling waters that had a lot more flavor, honestly. And then I worked my way down to LaCroix to that level of like barely any taste. But now, Dave said just the other day, he took like a really hot run, got back, he was like burning, and he was just like,
it wasn't even a hot run. It was just a normal run. I ran a 5K on Sunday, just a normal. It was very nice outside, actually. Actually, a little bit chilly, even. However, at
What
the
the
end
heck
of that
happened
run,
to a webcam?
when I cracked open that innocence, it was like the nectar
Oh,
of the
don't
gods.
say it like that.
oh, Dave.
You like that? Like that metal picture?
Never talk about cracking open the innocence. What happened to your camera, James?
Literally, I've changed nothing. I turned it off, go in the other room really fast, and then turn it back on, and it's now dark.
Weird.
Mine's, there we go. That's too warm, but mine was like super cold. There we go. How's that? That's pleasant.
Yeah, you look good, Dave. It looks good. It looks fine. Never mind.
Let me tell you though, guys, that splash of cold innocence hitting the back of your throat, bubbling.
It does. When it just splashes down.
Splashback, yeah. That's
no.
like, oh, that is innocent no more.
I feel like the warm-ups are getting...
That's where we
More-
get all of our crass out.
Chris, I'm just talking about LaCroix. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess it's podcast time.
Is it? I feel like we build up to like a really weird peak, and then we're just like, well...
Well, I guess we should.
We're like,
Yes,
we're
we
sick of
should do a
this. Let's start the podcast. Hold that mug up or whatever the bottle up again. Do it like in front. It was like it looked so big. Woo! Take
You
it
should hear
all.
when he runs into it with something.
Still fits.
What?
He knows what he said.
Oh man, not this again.
Well, I guess it's time for the podcast.
It is time to
Jeremiah's
start.
Bored
I
to
don't know
death.
why did I... What is this?
It's gold love.
No, I'm not gonna.
Go on, Joel.
No. It's been
Go
said
on.
enough.
Go on.
Say it.
You know, Dave, right? I know why Jeremiah's tired.
Because he's got a big boy job. he worked so hard today. He was wearing a suit jacket in the meeting today.
No, okay, so it was weird because like we got a bunch of projects going on right now. It's a busy time of year.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it really is. So I look up around 1:30, and some of my team members are heading out the office holding a copy of Joel's board game. And at first I'm like, that's weird. Maybe they're taking a late lunch. And 20 minutes later, I realize I'm not getting answers to any emails. And some of these projects we were doing this afternoon, I haven't heard anything back about. And then I go walk around the office and I'm like, all right, it is 2:00. Where did everybody go? The office is pretty much empty. And then I see people walking back with hoodies and swag. And they're like, oh, you don't know about the downstairs thing? And I'm like, I do not. And I went downstairs and experienced my first corporate mandatory fun get-together. It wasn't bad. I ate a Rice Krispie and had some lemonade right next to the cooler, James, that was labeled literally blue Gatorade. Like, for anyone making a Gatorade decision who's going to make that based on which color Gatorade, blue, and then there were gummy lifesavers. It was great. And Joel, did you hear? Apparently, Eric designed the back of that sweatshirt years ago and never knew what that was going to be used
No,
for.
wait a second. I think I remember that actually now. Holy
He's
crap.
like-
Yeah, I saw that design.
Yeah, he was like, I
Years
don't
ago.
even have the art files anymore. Like, I don't even know what to, like, I couldn't even do
That's
anything with it
That's
anymore.
wild. No, Jeremiah's been doing a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job.
Thanks, man.
That is big boy job.
I love that voice, Dave. I love that voice. That's such a proud voice, Dave. Look at that man. Doing so good.
Who's a good manager? Yes, you are.
Pet him.
Dave just talks really big for somebody who doesn't get assigned tasks. That can change. Dave's
Hey,
like, just don't
I
bother
can-
me. Just let me put on my headphones and sit in my corner. And when people come over, like, what do you do? Dave just points at the sign on the wall that says 3D and just giggles and goes, you don't know.
You couldn't even understand the polygons.
when that person came over today and was asking about like, can you edit 3D stuff? I could see you just smiling and nodding like, yeah, sure. That's kind of what I do.
It's a specialty, actually.
What do you do around here? Computers.
According to the shirt, IT things.
All right.
That's a much nicer exposure.
Never starting.
Look at that. That's good.
But thank you, Joel. I appreciate the kind words.
You're welcome, my friend.
Whoa.
Oh, James. All right, while Dave's
What's going
playing
on there,
that,
buddy?
warm-up's not
The
over
skimmer
yet.
has a
Did you
very
pay the
small
bills?
range of the skimmer has a very small range of stops. It's like, oh, it's like that's a little too bright. Like, let me back it down one stop. The moon.
All right, we'll go ahead and launch into the podcast, and I'll talk about stories that aren't gaming related. Sound good? Let's just go ahead and
Sounds
get
good.
this thing started. Filler content, boy. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dave, since everybody prefers it, why don't you count us in?
On your mark, gentlemen.
Welcome to
You
the
actually
Casual
did.
Shenanigans Gaming Podcast. I'm kidding. No, you can go ahead and count us in.
Dick.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.